Hey YouTube, it's Alexi Giovani here, back for another Animal Crossing guide. This time it's for Black Cosmos in particular. I'm trying to make a slightly simpler guide than the last one that I released. I'll link it in the top right there for you. But what we have here in zone number 1 is a bunch of red and yellow seed cosmos, which together will give you that 50% chance to create two types of cosmos. A cosmos type A or a cosmos type B. And when you get one of those oranges, you pair it with another seed red. And once you do that, you're then waiting to see of any orange offspring, just like this. And when you do, all you do is take it from where it was born from and separate it into its own little area, unhindered by anything else, and just plant it there, have people around to come and water it so that it will create a carbon copy, a twin if you like, of itself. And when you have two of the exact same flower, that will give you a chance at a black cosmos. Now it's not that we're just going to look for the black cosmos, because there are other signs that we're looking for, which is a little bit premature right now. I'm just going to water the flowers for now and invite some others around to water it for me, and we'll see what we get tomorrow, and I'll explain a little bit more then. So stay put, see you in a bit. Right. So we've got some oranges out of zone 1, check. We've got some seed reds paired with those oranges from zone 1, check. Have we got babies out of these two? Yes we do. We've got two oranges there and a third one. So like we did just before, is we're going to pull these out of the ground and put them into their own individual cells. And better still, that lone flower that we had from yesterday has actually created a mirror copy of itself. So it means it's in business to see if we can get at Black Cosmos tomorrow. So I'm going to dig these oranges out of the ground and again put it like the other oranges. Hey wait, I miscounted, there are 4 oranges. And I'm going to put these into the ground by themselves, completely separated from another one so that there isn't any chance of it breeding with anything else. So you can see that there is a gap between its nearest flower. Since we only want the oranges, I'm going to bin the pinks and the reds that were born out of these pair of the red and orange. We've had some success. We can see that there's one extra orange that we can use. We've cloned 2 of them so far, which is great. So I'm going to pull up this orange here, because that's a good one, possibly. But I've got no place to put it. I think I'm going to have to expand my collection over here. And speaking of extra space, I've extended my collection of these orange output from zone 1 with more seed reds, just to increase my chances again of getting some more oranges out of this so that I can quicker get to those black cosmos. But right now it's cleanup time, so let's get rid of these pinks and reds and put them straight into the bin, because I do not want to confuse them with any other flower. Now you can see this pair over here has only got one gap in between. I want the oranges to breed, not those two, so I've just plucked those to encourage the other ones to grow into that space. And speaking of which, there we go, we've got an orange out of it. We didn't get a black. More oranges out of there, but hey, there we go. Beat it by 4 days. Check out my other video, which got the first black cosmos in day 7. We got it in day 4. How good is that? I've relocated some of the red seeds and first generation oranges as per this diagram that I'd recommend you follow. So you have zone 1 and then zone 2, and then zone 3 is all of the oranges that you breed. So this has cleared up a little bit of space so I can move some of these orange offsprings to again firstly clone and then breed with its own type to hopefully give us those black cosmos. Let's see if we have any more oranges bred out of zone 2 so that we can again move into some area that I've cleared to make some more chances of black cosmos. So it looks like we have one there. And we have a second, so 2 in this case. So I'm going to put one in here so that we can clone that one. And there we go. Black cosmos, day 4. Awesome. And as I've done previously, I'm going to mark the ground with a black spot so that I know what sort of colors these two oranges create. And you can see with the chart that I've got on screen that each of these can create a black cosmos. It's just a question of what the percentage chance is. And we're looking to try and get that 18 to 25% chance. There's a previous video of mine that explains why I do this, but you're going to see me running through these flowers. And I've been using this technique of late, mainly because when I have people come around, they're usually strangers. I don't know who they are. And more often than not, they're new to flower watering or gardening. So often they just accidentally pluck the flowers. So what I'm doing here is I'm purposely running through the flowers to turn them from plant back to buds, so that anyone who's trying to water doesn't accidentally pluck my flowers. And I don't lose that opportunity of the two flowers to breed. Otherwise, if I did have one plucked, they would just clone, which I'd want them to breed when I have two of them. And you should be able to see now that this is a new day. It's a little bit foggy here, but I am continuing to mark the floor so that I can keep track of what color they produce. And we haven't seen any occurrences of these yet, but if you do see a yellow, a white, or a pink generated out of the two oranges, it means it's exactly the same type of orange that comes out of zone 1. So it's either an orange A or an orange B, which gives you a relatively low percentage of around 6 or 4%. We're aiming for those 18 to 25%. And again, it's completely up to you. If you want to keep trying your chances with those ill-effective ones, feel free to use the space. Otherwise, if you've got the time and energy, do try and get those oranges that will give you that higher percent chance. So in this case, this one has generated a black in the very first shot, which chances are it's one of the D or G type oranges. So now that I can see what color they are, I'm marking the ground, and then I'll pull them out of the ground and put them into the bin, except for the blacks, and wait for a new day. Here we are on that new day, and we can see that we have a black cosmos in the very first shot. This tells me that it's a high chance of it being a 25% cosmos, which is of the D type. And I'll be keeping these oranges as a great specimen of orange cosmos and clone them, as well as the blacks. This pair of oranges, on the other hand, created pinks, which is a telltale sign of it being either an A or a B. You can choose whether to turf it or keep it for a low percentage of chance of that black. If you ever see a white or a yellow, that's another signal to say that it's not a high percentage chance of creating that black cosmos. In my case though, I'm just going to dig these up and throw them straight into the bin. Well, that's another wrap for yet another video. Please take a moment to hit that like button, which is right next to that big red subscribe button. Hit that bell notification icon as well whilst you're at it, because that lets you know when I upload a new video. I enjoy hearing from you for what works and what doesn't, so please leave a comment. Well, this is Alexi Giovani signing off, and until next time, see ya!